Okay, folks, we're coming to a close again. The close of episode 62. It's better than unintentionally matching themed shirts. It's the indie news.
Hey.
So this is awkward, but I'm the guy who showed up to the party with no dip for the chips.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who showed up with no ice cream for the cake.
He's a lazy fuck, is what he's saying.
No, I'm just saying.
None of us guys had shows.
Yeah, them upcoming events that I had last time are the same upcoming events I will have this time, just with more matches.
You are gonna have all the results next week.
I'm gonna have a lot of results next week.
Next week's big.
You'll have a Ring of Honor.
I'll have next week's Ring of Honor TV, but you'll have Bola and King of Trios.
No. King of Trios, yeah.
No, you'll have Bola. And then the following.
Not to be confused with Ebola.
No, Bola.
I won't have Ebola next.
There's no vowel before Bola.
Unless
I
you
guess we can say the Bola.
Ebola.
We're still in sketchy territory there. So yeah, I'm gonna take over.
Ebola.
No, we don't. I'm gonna take over the result.
It's gonna be a fucking awesome tournament.
I'm taking over results.
Yeah.
Kind of like NXT takeover, but Travis. Never mind. So. Don't shake your head. So we're starting off with this past Wednesday's episode of Ring of Honor TV.
Huge drink.
Huge drink for huge dude. On the 19th, we had Ring of Honor on Destination America.
We did.
We opened up with Dalton Castle taking on Silas Young.
Yeah.
This has been an ongoing feud because Dalton Castle has pretty much poked fun at Silas Young, and Silas Young doesn't like the fact that he's doing this. He doesn't like the gimmick. Like, the gimmick bothers Silas Young, and he's trying to stop it.
I think Silas Young might be slightly homophobic.
Well,
not saying.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be judgmental, but Silas Young, stop being so judgmental.
Well, we'll get to what he said after the match. But first, we had a lot of Silas Young just really beating the crap out of Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle started, like, immediately, before the bell rang, like, he immediately took it to Silas Young. And was on the offense for a little bit, but then it was totally in Silas Young's favor for the majority of the match. He was getting ready to set up for a move, or he was getting ready to set up for Misery. Yeah. And the boys got up on the apron, which caused a distraction. And when Silas knocked both the boys down, he came back and got hit with like a tornado wheelbarrow slam by Dalton Castle. And that
allowed Alabama flapjack.
There we go. And that allowed Dalton Castle to pick up the win.
It's the Alabama Jammer.
Okay.
It's kind of like the Slammer.
But it's the other way.
Yeah, so it's a jam.
Alright.
Wham bam.
But as Dalton Castle and the boys are leaving, Silas gets on the microphone and says, No.
Hold up, guys. Not like that.
Okay.
He's not polite.
Dalton, I don't like what you're doing with those boys. Which already sounds really weird.
Yeah, but then it gets weirder.
Because he says he wants those boys. He wants to turn those boys into men. So he challenges Dalton Castle to one more match, and if he wins, he gets the boys.
Silas Young.
Awkward.
A little bit. Sorry, Silas, but Boys to Men has already been taken.
Yeah. That's a 90s thing, bro.
He's bringing it back.
20 years later.
I think they still tour.
I think they do. Right. Then we had Bobby Fish. Excuse me. Yeah. Bobby Fish talking about the fact that he, after Hanson, has a TV title match in the coming weeks, but he doesn't think that Jay Lethal is even going to make it past Hanson.
Yeah, yeah.
And Jay Lethal didn't take too kindly to that. He stormed down to ringside. They had some words. Nothing really happened out of it. It was just more so Bobby Fish getting under the skin of Jay Lethal. And not in a serial killer type of way. Just annoying him.
Not Leatherfacey?
No. Yeah, no Buffalo Bill. None of that stuff. There was no lotion and no basket.
Aww.
Then we had...
Why was I disappointed?
Then we had Will Ferrara having to face Moose.
Wasn't a long match.
No. I felt bad for Will Ferrara.
I feel like Will Ferrara is about to become the messiah of tornado DDTs, though.
Yeah. Like, that was the only thing that he could get to keep Moose down. He did it twice.
One on the inside, one on the outside.
And it worked for a second.
Then it made Moose mad. Moose, like, decided, like... You ever play tetherball?
Yeah.
I feel like Moose is the pole, and Will Ferrara's head is the ball, and he's getting battered around by the guardrail.
Yeah.
And the guardrails are two really good people at tetherball.
It was just all downhill for Will at this point. He goes up to the top and tries to do... I don't know what he was going for, maybe a crossbody or something.
A thing.
But Moose ends up grabbing him and, like, almost T-bone suplexes him off the top rope.
Oh, he drop kicked him too.
Yeah. Oh, Moose's drop kick is just ridiculous.
When the drop kick, but the guy's, it's like Cesaro.
Yeah.
When the guy's sitting on the top turnbuckle,
yeah.
and
he still drop kicks him in the face. That's impressive.
Moose got hops.
But Will Ferrara goes up,
Moose up in the
ends
air
up getting
going,
suplexed off the top rope, and gets up and gets speared, and Moose wins. If you didn't see that coming, you obviously haven't seen Moose. But him and Will were cool. They shook hands.
Moose is hard to miss, so if you haven't seen Moose, you're not doing well in the world of watching cool wrestling.
Then we find out that next week on ROH TV, we'll be getting Future Shock teaming up. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. They'll be taking on the Addiction for the ROH Tag Team titles. And Adam Cole says, you know, if you would have told me that in 2015 I'd be teaming with Kyle O'Reilly and challenging for the ROH TV title or tag team titles, I'd call you crazy. If you told me that I'd be laid up for 5 months with a shoulder injury, I'd say you were stupid. If you told me that, you know, people that I called my friends, my family in the kingdom had an issue with me and were questioning my, you know, my resolve, my actions, and he goes on to
slap you in the face.
Is that what he said?
Pretty sure. Or punch.
Yeah. He's really conflicted at this point because, you know, him and Kyle O'Reilly have been friends forever, and he's been with the Kingdom for... What? He's been with the Kingdom for God knows how long at this point.
Well, probably Wikipedia also knows how long, not just God.
Maybe Wikipedia is God on the internet.
More reliable.
Oh shit! We're gonna move on. So yeah, we're getting a tag team title match.
You lose at tying, by the way.
Tie it yourself. But we had a tag team match for our main event. We had the Young Bucks taking on RPG Vice. Lots of back and forth in this match. Lots of super kicks. Lots of flips. Just all kinds of stuff going on in this match.
Lots of Trent and Rocky having answers for the Young Bucks.
Yeah, they were stopping them at just about every chance they got, which was good for RPG Vice.
I can't even.
RPG Vice was looking to get a win, almost had it. Rocky ended up diving off the top rope, got a double super kick. Nick dove onto Trent on the outside, allowing them to hit more bang for your buck on Rocky Romero, and the Young Bucks pick up the win. But the KRD made their presence known and beat down both teams. And actually,
Romero and Trent were like basically already down for the count.
Yeah, they were kind of fodder. They got taken out real quick, but the main focus was on the Young Bucks. And Matt actually ended up getting taped to the rope, and then Nick
super kicked 9 times.
And then Nick ended up getting a spike pile driver. assisted spike pile driver by Kazarian and Daniels. So yeah, there's some, I don't know what it is. I guess maybe it's the fact that there's more competition for the tag titles.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, if we can take out RPG Vice and the Young Bucks, that's 2 less teams we have to worry about.
Exactly.
I was expecting Future Shock to come out and make a save. Nigel McGuinness left ringside and brought out the referees and some ring crews.
Nothing.
The ring crew just got streamers out of the ring. Like, what the fuck? Like, shouldn't you be stopping?
Nigel McGuinness made the least helpful move he could have.
He's the guy. He pretty much runs the place, and he's just like, meh, Young Bucks got it. As Matt is taped to the top rope, and Nick is being dropped on his head. So
good for you, Nigel.
Good on you, Nigel. Great job. And we're gonna move right along because
also my other bone to pick with Nigel here.
Uh-oh.
Not letting Carino do commentary.
He's got issues, bro.
Yeah. Ironically, though, Carino's not on commentary the one effing episode. I don't know why the fuck I just censored myself.
I'm glad you uncensored yourself when you talked about the fact that
I owed myself one.
I don't know why the fuck I censored myself.
Carino is not allowed on commentary the one episode that doesn't have the decade.
I'm pretty sure I heard that Nigel sent BJ, Paige, and Colby out of the building for the night. Like, they weren't allowed there, and Carino wasn't allowed to do commentary. Just to avoid what's been happening the last couple weeks.
Still. Well, I mean, one or the other. If Carino's not going to be out there doing commentary, let the Decade be out there. Or, if the Decade's not even going to be in the arena, Carino should be fine.
I don't know.
Nigel, you're starting to worry me.
Nigel, tell us why you did that. Post down in the comments.
Please.
But we're going to move right along because this past Saturday, the 22nd of August, we had Field of Honor in Brooklyn, New York.
Is it like appropriate to do baseball that?
Sure. Okay. It was in a baseball stadium. Hence, Field of Honor, baseball field. We had the following matches. Adam Cole defeated Christopher Daniels.
Woo!
War Machine defeated Killer Elite Squad.
Hey, I like those guys.
Watanabe defeated Dalton Castle, Adam Page, Frankie Kazarian, Silas Young, Bushwhacker, Luke, Moose, Donovan Dijak, and Cedric Alexander in the ROH TV Championship Gauntlet match. So he will have a TV title match somewhere down the line. So
wow.
Jay Lethal is racking up quite the list of
TV title challenges.
Yeah, he's got Hanson, he's got Bobby Fish, and now he's got Watanabe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you better be holding on to that belt, Lethal, because you got a lot of people coming at you.
They come of you, Lethal.
We had the Young Bucks, Matt Sydal, and ACH defeat the Kingdom and RPG Vice. We had Hiroki Goto defeat Michael Elgin.
Oh, the man baby loses.
We got a little bit of a note here. The Briscoes defeated the Time Splitters. Do you want to tell everyone what happened to Mr. Alex Shelley?
Oh, Alex Shelley took a knee to the face.
By Chicken Fu.
It seems to be a running theme of knees to the faces being injuring.
Yeah.
Making moves.
Yeah.
But no,
it wasn't the nose.
And Shelley's nose is fine. It broke his 2 front teeth in half.
Yeah. And apparently his family is very adamant about him getting out of wrestling now.
Yeah, and
it was his sister saw him wrestle for the first time?
Yeah. Also, he was wearing a mouth guard during the match.
Yeah, a custom mouth guard.
And the knee broke the mouth guard and his teeth.
Now, Mark.
So you gotta think he got hit pretty fucking hard.
Mark, chill the fuck out, bro. Can't be throwing knees into Shelley's face and breaking teeth and mouth guards. Just chill out.
He's trying to feed him some protein via knee into the mouth.
Trying to feed him some chicken food?
Yeah.
You can't eat chicken food.
Well, tell that to Alex Shelley. He did.
Well, he can't eat anything right now because his 2 front teeth are broken.
Oh, crap.
He gotta get that stuff fixed.
Poor Alex Shelley.
Yeah. So hopefully Alex Shelley's alright. He can get that fixed right away. And hopefully he gets a discount on that that fucking mouth guard.
Refund at least.
Jesus. Yeah, he should get 2. No, don't even go there anymore. Go somewhere else, Alex.
Let's make them buy you one from somewhere else.
It's bad. We had Okada defeat Roderick Strong. And then in the main event, we had Jay Lethal and Nakamura defeat Red Dragon.
Oh, that's what I want to see.
That's definitely a match.
I just want to see Jay Lethal and Nakamura as a team.
That is... I remember when I first announced that match was happening, you're like, that's an interesting pairing.
It is. It is an interesting pairing indeed.
Yeah. So that's it for results this week. We're going to move on to some news. I hear you have some opinionated news.
No, well, I have some factual news.
Okay.
Right off the bat.
Alright.
If you follow Johnny Gargano on Twitter,
What?
find out that the Smash Wrestling that he was working for over the weekend, that Chuck Taylor has been revealed to be a new member of Fourth Gun.
Fourth? What?
It's a stable.
Oh.
Calm down.
I was just...
Show me your tits.
No!
T-Rex arm.
T-Rex
tits. Yeah.
Alright.
Pretty much. I'm just feeling so empty here with no results.
He's got nothing.
There could have been, like, I could have picked out somebody that, but I just didn't feel like grabbing results of somebody who I have no idea who the people are. So yeah, pretty much.
Well, I've got an update.
Oh, wait. I got it. I got a news story. The real news story here. I'm taller than you.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. We've got Cobalt's head over here.
Jesus! No, Cobalt, not Jesus.
Wikipedia! God.
I've got an update.
All the feels are coming out this episode.
Hashtag vengeance for Cobalt. We have him in front of Decalion, which makes it worse.
Yeah.
Because it's Decalion's fault we don't have Cobalt anymore.
Yeah, it's the first victim.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know what the real breaking news here
Kodama, if you watch this, I'm sorry.
This is the real breaking news here. My socks.
Joker socks. No, I'm going to talk about
Not
some
to be
news.
confused with Joker from Blackout.
No. I've got some news regarding the Rising Stars of Wrestling line, the action figures coming from Figures Toy Company. Now, we've announced some big names are getting some action figures.
Several people. Several.
Yeah.
Multiple severals.
And especially in the Rising Stars of Wrestling, because we've got Cliff Compton, we got Joey Ryan, we got Brian Myers, we got almost all the members of the Bullet Club. There's tons of people in this line, but I think my update is the one that you may buy first. I'm gonna give you 3 guesses as to who you think it is. He does not know. I wanted to get his reaction specifically so you could see it, because I know that you love this guy. 3 guesses.
Platonically, right?
I don't know. You might have a man crush on him. I don't know.
Initially, right off the bat, my first guess has to be Johnny Gargano.
It is not Johnny Gargano. 2 guesses left.
Well, I'm disappointed.
I think I know the next one you're going to guess.
The next one, Colt Cabana.
It is not Colt Cabana. That's who I thought you were going to guess next. You have one more guess.
Figure Toys Company, get on Colt Cabana.
And Johnny Gargano.
Well, specifically Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana is so popular because of the Wrestling Road Diaries and the Art of Wrestling.
Brian Myers asked him when he was on his podcast, and he's like, I don't really know. So, Colt,
you get on it.
It's on you, man. Like, I'll buy 4 Colt Cabana action figures if you...
He'll hold you to that.
I'll do it. And I'll buy something from ColtMerch.com.
Wow.
Yeah.
Desperate for a Colt figure.
It'd be cool. One more guess. It's not Johnny Gargano. And it's not Colt Cabana. Who could it possibly be in the favorites of Kevin Hawk?
Eddie Kingston.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is not Eddie Kingston.
I'd buy at least one Eddie Kingston action figure.
At least one.
And maybe an Eddie Kingston t-shirt if you, Eddie, get on this. I'm not making as big a bold predictions as this guy, but
I'm just saying. No. We are getting Mr. Chris Hero.
Oh, hey! Chris Hero's good.
This was one that we immediately, like, when we found out this was happening, we're like, Chris Hero would be an awesome action figure.
Yeah.
So, yes, Chris Hero.
Part of the line.
Chris Hero is officially getting an action figure from Figures Toy Company.
Right on.
So for all you Chris Hero fans, or Cassius Ono fans, probably not many of those, but there will be a Chris Hero action figure coming soon to the Rising Stars of Wrestling line.
Which is that line itself is coming soon.
Yes. Yeah. Go to at Figures Toy Co. On Twitter, and you can see all the updates that they do, or watch us continuously because we update you as soon as they update themselves.
Johnny Gargano is the best wrestler in the world. What?
That's Chuck Taylor.
Not a sponsor.
Taylor is the best wrestler in the world.
But hey, other wrestlers, you know, you can bribe me.
He'll buy your shit.
No.
No.
If you just like send me a free T-shirt or something, I will say that you are the best wrestler in the world.
Yeah,
and parade it around like fact.
Chuck Taylor's got the advantage right now.
Chuck Taylor gauntlets, Johnny Gargano T-shirt, Cobalt mask.
You need an Akuma mask, and like Icarus's ring gear, and you beat Fist.
I would just beat your fist.
You would beat the team. Ew.
No. Alright, well, we got...
the inside Team Fist.
That's gross. That's gross. This is going so off topic.
Yeah.
We got upcoming events.
Because you don't have shit.
Upcoming events, a lot.
We do.
Of these, starting, you got a date of the 29th?
Yes.
For the Ring of Honor?
Yes. On the 29th is where...
Bring your honor.
On the 29th is when the Reloaded Tour starts in Atlanta, Georgia, and I got a full card for you.
Hold on.
What? What am I holding for? What the fuck? We've got Corey Hollis versus Cedric Alexander. I don't know. Do you know who Corey Hollis is?
Nope.
Oh. The name sounds familiar for some reason. But he'll be taking on Cedric Alexander. We've got Michael Elgin taking on Adam Page. We've got the Kingdom versus Will Ferrara and Watanabe. Interesting pairing.
Well,
there.
I think I know who's winning that match.
Probably. Roderick Strong will take on Caprice Coleman. We have Matt Sydal and ACH taking on War Machine. Oh boy.
That I think is actually going to be a really good match.
Moose is going to take on Jay Briscoe.
Yeah. No, Moose actually tweeted about that.
Oh, did he?
No, Facebook post, which probably tweeted too. Talking about how this upcoming week, he's got to really step his game up because of who he's wrestling this week. Because he's both got Jay Briscoe and Ricochet coming up.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's an independent wrestling test right there. But Jay Briscoe won't be the only Briscoe in action because Mark Briscoe will take on Cliff Compton. And then in the main event, 6-man tag team match, Adam Cole and Red Dragon take on Jay Lethal and The Addiction.
Whoa!
That's all I got for the 29th.
We got Future Shock Dragon versus Team TNA.
Yes, versus the X Division.
Versus the X Division back when it was all set up.
Yeah! Woo! Moving on. What you got?
It's taking a half a step back. To the 28th.
Oh, alright.
We got Chikara live at First Energy Stadium.
Oh.
After the baseball game. Ticket to the game is free admission to the show.
Oh, that's cool.
Right now, 3 matches announced.
Alright.
There might only be these 3. You know, fans could be tired post-baseball game.
Depending on how late it is.
Yeah, but we know that we've got Gentlemen's Club versus United Nations.
COTI?
Not sure. Amasis versus Blaster McMassive.
Oh.
I know Blaster already has at least 1 point towards championship contention.
Yes.
Possibly 2.
Yeah, Amasis.
Amasis just spent his.
Yeah.
So he's right back on the track to try and get back into it. And then Chuck Taylor versus Juan Francisco de Coronado.
Oh.
Chuck Taylor has 1 point towards contention. Juan has 0. Chuck possibly trying to get one more title shot before the end of the year when he puts the boots away and the trunks away for good.
No more Chuck T.
And then one of the things that we've been waiting for since its announcement, PWG's Battle of Los Angeles.
Yeah. Bola.
Stage 1 in Reseda, California on the 28th.
Lots of good matches.
Like Aerostar versus Cage.
Yes.
Biff Busick versus Andrew Everett.
Yes.
Mandrews versus Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
What about Drago versus Pentagon Jr.?
Always.
Trent versus Trevor Lee.
Fuck yeah.
And Phoenix versus Reborn Matt Sydal.
You're goddamn right.
And then, you know, if the tournament wasn't enough, you know, we do
got
have
non-tournament action.
Tommy End, Zack Sabre Jr., and Marty Scurll versus Roderick Strong and the Young Bucks. And Helico and Jack Evans versus the Inner City Machine Guns.
Oh my god. If I see them, there's going to be a lot of T-Rex arms if I watch that match.
Yeah. Well, the whole card.
Well, that match specifically, though.
Yeah.
You get the Young Bucks, Rich Swann, and Ricochet in the same match?
No. It's
lots of this
and
going
Helico
on.
and Jack Evans.
Oh! Fucking dive crazy.
Yeah.
What?
It's going to be worse.
Oh yeah, Young Bucks are in
all the T-Rex arms. But then things just get better because then we get stage 2 on the 29th, the same day he was talking about. Marty Scurll versus Rich Swann.
That'll be good.
Chris Hero versus Timothy Thatcher.
Nice.
And Helico versus Jack Evans. Partners.
Tag team partners going against each other? I think
Uh,
they face each other in Lucha Underground.
Tommy End versus Drew Gulak. It'd
Nice.
be like a good wrestling match.
Very good
Speedball
wrestling.
Mike Bailey versus Drew Galloway.
That's going to be good.
And Ricochet versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Amazing. That's
And
a match I
then-
want to see.
Yeah, and then again, if the tournament matches aren't enough for you, you've got Biff Busick, Trevor Lee, and Andrew Everett versus Super Dragon and the Young Bucks.
Ooh, Mount Rushmore 2.0.
And Phoenix and Aerostar versus Pentagon Jr. and Drago.
Lucha Underground.
These
why
guys are
I
showing
got
up
scared.
everywhere.
Yeah.
The
'Cause
guys
Lucha
from Lucha Underground.
Because Lucha Underground was
AAA.
huge.
Yeah, and then on the
Lots of star
30th,
power.
you got Bola Stage 3. No matches announced, of course, but it's going to be the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, plus other non-tournament matches.
Yeah, so all the stuff that happens in the first 2 nights will culminate in what happens in night 3.
Yeah, a lot of times they have like 8-man tag featuring people that were eliminated.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So,
Very cool.
who knows what's going to happen there?
Nobody
Not me.
knows.
Not
Ain't nobody
me.
know.
And then on the 30th, also, we have Beyond Wrestling coming at us with the Battle of New England Returns.
Boner.
From Vet Music in Providence, Rhode Island. We had a couple matches last time. We got almost a whole card worth of matches
Oh, nice.
now.
All right. Let's do this.
Like we said beforehand, we got AR Fox versus Jonathan Gresham.
That'll be good.
Nick Gage versus Sugar Dunkerton.
For sure.
The Kingdom versus the Beaver Boys for the first time ever.
Oh, all right.
Katrina versus Joey Ryan.
Joey Ryan, son of a bitch.
And Shinron defending the Chile Lucha Libre title in a fatal 4-way dance. The other 3 opponents have yet to be named.
Oh, all
They're
right.
question marks.
It's got Shinron. I'm sold.
We got a New Jersey battle for New Jersey between the Garden State Gods and the Hit Squad.
All right.
And then we have the first Boner Challenge match.
Right.
EYFBO versus JT Dunn and Kimberly.
Right.
Now, initially it was supposed to be the Doom Patrol and Pinky Sanchez each had another Boner Challenge match.
Right.
But they've combined into one.
Oh, okay. So
and they're going to be going against the Hoods and Anthony Stone. And then
it's Chris Dickinson, Vicky Sanchez, and Jaka.
Yeah.
All right.
And then there's going to be another Boner Challenge match between Larry Legend and Rich Palladino.
All right.
Along with Dan Barry of Team Tremendous is going to be facing the stable in a 4-on-1 gauntlet match.
Wow.
And that's Darius Carter, TJ Marconi, Devin Blaze, and Tommy Trainwreck. They're called the Crusade for Change.
All right. Some interesting names there.
Unfortunately for him, his partner is out of action still, injured at the last PWG show.
Right.
But we'll be coming back shortly.
Awesome.
Also, on the 4th, we got Shine 29. It rhymes. That's from Ybor City, Florida. So far, just Santana defending her title against Allison Kay. Only match announced at this point. And then it's the 4th. You know what happens on the 4th, because it's the day after your birthday.
It starts. Chikara!
King of Trios. Night 1 from Easton, the Palmer Center, the Funplex, whatever you want to call it.
We got a full first round.
A full first round. A full 8 matches. Running down the line. Devastation Corporation faces the BWO.
Go BWO.
That's the winners of last year's tournament versus the most experienced team on the whole card.
Which is a nice way of saying the oldest team.
Yes. True. And then the United Nations versus Team Attack.
Oh, yeah.
Fight Club Pro versus the BDK.
Ooh, alright.
The Arcane Horde versus Crown and Court.
Yeah, that ain't gonna end well.
Dasher's Dugout versus Battleborn.
Nice.
The Battle Hive versus the Bullet Club. The Snake Pit versus the Nightmare Warriors.
Ooh.
And then to round it out, the Gentleman's Club versus Team AAA.
Yeah.
On the 5th, same place, same time, but it's night 2, where you get the semifinals matches, along with the first 2 matches for the Rene Voladores, King of the Flyers tournament. We've already announced prior to this that Matt Cross and Mascara Papura are entered into this tournament. It's now been revealed that the next 2 participants are going to be Pinky Sanchez and 2 Cold Scorpio. 2 Cold Scorpio right now being the only person to have previously won a Rene Voladores, coming back and trying to win a second one.
Yeah. And that he is just so good. Like,
yeah.
He was good back in the day. He's still that good. And the fact that he can keep up with these guys is awesome. And it's I want to see 2 Cold Scorpio versus Matt Cross.
Yeah.
I think
that could be a finals.
I think
Matt Cross has made it to the finals, I'm pretty sure, before, in 2010.
Yeah. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that as the finals there.
Yeah. It'd be good. Either way, I'm always stoked for 2 Cold Scorpio.
Yeah.
And then on the 6th, night 3, no matches announced yet, but you know, it's going to start with the semifinals, end with the finals. Good chance there's going to be a big tag team gauntlet in the middle.
Which is always fun.
Yeah, lots of other stuff. Hey, Paige. Calm down.
She's fine.
Not you. That Paige. But also now, too, you know, we could get a title defense from Heidi Lovelace defending the Young Lions Cup. If his team doesn't advance to the finals, Hollow Wicked could defend the Grand Championship.
Hell,
a lot of stuff could happen.
If the Devastation Corporation doesn't advance, they could defend the Campeonatos de Parejas.
Absolutely, but I think Sidney Bacabella would be very distraught if they didn't advance.
Well, you won last year, so back them off.
I know, it's not like you'd be butthurt if Sidney Bacabella's boys lost.
Oh no, that's why I'm going for the PWO.
And then I heard you have the 11th?
Yes. On the 11th, we continue the Reloaded Tour. This will be in Dearborn, Michigan. No matches announced for that quite yet.
No? Well, I got a show on the 11th.
Really?
AIW's Faith No More.
Oh. There is a certain match that I am quite interested in for this show.
Yeah. And I bet I know which one it is. It's Hot Sauce Entertainment versus the Nation of Intoxication.
No.
It's Team 2 Infinity versus Colt Cabana and Cliff Compton.
That would be a cool match, but...
Oh, yeah. The AIW debut of Hardcore Holly.
Yeah.
When he takes on the man, Nick Gage.
Fucking Gage. That is going to be so... hardcore? Is that... like, they're going to beat the fuck out of each other, because those are two extremely tough dudes.
Yeah.
Lots.
Two very tough guys with little hair.
Yes.
What about the 12th? What do you got for me?
Oh, I got something on the 12th. We're going to keep the Reloaded tour going, but this is going to be in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. No matches announced for that yet.
Chicago Ridge, Illinois.
Yes.
But not actually Chicago, Illinois.
No, Chicago Ridge, Illinois.
So it's on the ridge of Chicago?
Yeah, it's like just, yeah.
I'm going to have to one-up you one more time then.
God damn it.
Because coming from Voorhees, New Jersey, we have the WSU CZW doubleheader.
Well, alright.
We start off 4 o'clock with WSU's Excellence. So far, only 2 matches announced. Athena will take on Sumi Sakai, and in a tag match, Chicks using Nasty Tactics will go against the Dollhouse.
Oh.
And then at 8 o'clock, I believe it is, Combat Zone Wrestling will present Down with the Sickness.
Sturgis came out with a new album. Check it out.
Interesting match named Greg Excellence versus Mia Yim. Intergender match. But
right.
Then we have the return of the other guy from Team Tremendous, Broken Foot Man. Because he has to come back because they're defending the CZW Tag Team Championships against Tabernacle Team.
I would hope he comes back for a title defense, because if he just leaves his partner high and dry, like, his partner's gonna have to, like, resort to Dick Justice, and that probably won't bode well for the tag team titles.
No, we need the full Team Tremendous, not just with Dan Barry and Dick Justice.
Yeah.
We need Bill Carr with his foot healed. But also, we know that Nick Gage and Busick will be taking tag team action against Rory and Drew Gulak.
Ah, the Amazing Gulaks.
And then we have a ladder match that's been announced since a long time ago now. The AR Fox versus Speedball Mike Bailey.
That's going to be good.
And then Matt Tremont and Sozio will team up to face TV Ready, a.k.a. Pepper Parks and Black G's.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's going to happen. That's what I got on the 12th. Anything for the weekend post the 12th?
Yeah, like the 18th.
Oh.
This is going to be in San Antonio, Texas.
Shawn Michaels stomping around.
And it's night 1 of Ring of Honor's All-Star Extravaganza.
I bet that's going to be extravagant.
Probably.
And it'll have all the stars.
We still only have the 2 matches announced, though, and they're big ones. For the TV Championship, Bobby Fish. This is where he says he will not be facing Jay Lethal. He'll be facing Hanson.
So he could be facing Jay Lethal. He could be facing Hanson. Potentially even facing Watanabe.
Watanabe, I think, will get his shot after Bobby Fish.
Who knows? It's possible.
But, yeah,
anything
Bobby Fish will be facing probably either Jay Lethal or Hanson.
My money's on Lethal.
We'll have to wait and see. And if Jay Lethal has to defend his TV title against Bobby Fish and keep his title from Roderick Strong, he'll have to face Kyle O'Reilly in the main event for the ROH World Championship.
So, technically, we could have Bobby Fish versus Jay Lethal or Hanson, and Kyle O'Reilly versus Jay Lethal or Roderick Strong.
Yes. So, We could have two very different matches, or we could have Jay Lethal run on the Red Dragon Gauntlet. That defended both of his titles.
Well, on the 18th, I got a match.
Oh, really?
AIW's defining moment for Marionette Park, Illinois.
Well, fine.
We got Heidi Lovelace versus Allison Kay.
That'll be good.
We got a Falls Count Anywhere match for the AAW Tag Team Championships. Ohio is for Killers defend against the Hooligans. And then we also know it will be the AAW debut of the Caveman Trevor Lee.
Yeah. I've been seeing that pop up on Facebook a lot. What day was that?
18th.
Oh, well, on the 19th, we have All-Star Extravaganza Part 2. No matches announced for that yet, but
plenty of time.
They'll start rolling in here pretty soon. What you got?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But after that, the following week, we're going to keep the Reloaded Tour going for 2 more TV tapings on the 25th in California, Pennsylvania, and on the 26th, it'll be in Lockport, New York.
California or Pennsylvania?
It's one and the same, bro. One and the same. But that's all I've got.
No, they're not the same.
They are.
California's way down here. Pennsylvania's way up here.
Well, tell that to Pennsylvania because they have a California.
That's like turkey bacon.
That's all I've got for upcoming shows. That's all he's got for upcoming shows.
That's what I have for upcoming shows.
Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe.
And don't forget to click all the links down below because they'll take you to the official websites of all these people we've been talking about, like ProWrestlingGorilla.com,
ChikaraPro.com,
CZWrestling.com,
ROHWrestling.com.
How about AAW.com?
How about look, MontnoFans.com.
And all of the other ones, all these other guys that are fantastic. And if you want us to talk about your promotion or your favorite promotion,
or your favorite wrestlers,
your local town, or what have you, village.
Do you live in a village?
They still consider a lot of towns villages.
Do they?
Yeah.
All right.
You know, your township, what's your promotion? Link us to their YouTube page, to their Facebook page, to their official website in the comments below. We'll read them.
But right in the middle of that are all of our links where you can keep up to date on all the stuff we do with the Facebook, the Twitters, the Tumblr, the Instagram, the Reddit, the emails, like fanstalkwrestling@gmail.com, where you can talk to all of us.
Or Kevin_Hawk636 at hotmail.com. If you want to talk to me,
it just got really sad. Hashtag vengeance for Cobalt.
He's fine. Not really. You talk to me about all of my favorite stuff. Your favorite stuff, can't guarantee I'll listen. And, 995 ways to make fun of him.
I don't believe there's that many ways.
Well, I can start naming them off now.
Let's not do that. Let's just say...
Number 1.
Let's just say, thanks for watching episode 62.
Number 2.
Be sure to join us next week for episode 63, where we'll have our reviews for NXT TakeOver in Brooklyn. We'll have our review for SummerSlam.
Number 3.
Raw the night after SummerSlam.
Got Hobbit feet.
We'll be having results from Bola.
Number 4.
Have all kinds of stuff. We'll have the NXT... the NXT matches that were actually recorded before NXT TakeOver.
Number 5.
All kinds of stuff coming up this weekend.
How's your AIDS?
This week. What?
Number 6.
We'll see you guys next week.
You're still short.
You're an asshole. You can't be...
Number 7.
You can't be... No.
You're an asshole.
These people don't want to know these things.
Number 7.
They're not even listening to you. Look.
You don't like the people.
No, look,
you don't want them to know
fading
these
out right
things.
now.
Number 8.